went back in time to kill the evil from the future. Corin Locke took a sharp gasp of air. Hwoarang blushed, then looked at Corin Locke and asked softly, "Did you hate that?" Corin Locke stepped back, his face flushing as he replied, "No, not at all." He hesitated, then gently held Hwoarang and continued, "But—" Hwoarang said. Corin Locke thought to himself, "I should tell her that I still cannot accept her feelings." "Wait," Hwoarang said quickly. "Right now, I am Ran." Corin Locke responded. Ran had gathered an immense amount of courage, yet it seemed she did not have enough to hear the answer she feared. "Is that so?" Corin Locke said quietly. "Was today's date fun?" Ran asked. "Yes," she continued. "I am always with Hwa, so I am happy to share memories like this." "That is a relief," Corin Locke replied. "I hoped it would become a memory you would think back on once in a while." He paused. "Shall we head back then?" "Wait a moment," Ran said. Corin Locke responded. "You only have memories with Hwa." Ran suddenly rose onto her toes. "Today," she whispered, "please dream with the two of us, under the beautiful night sky." She stole a kiss from Corin Locke. Corin Locke thought to himself, "I am nothing more than an outsider, and yet I am receiving love far greater than I deserve. Is it really all right for things to be like this?" His mind drifted to Miriam Elizabeth Elrath's words. "I love you. I am sorry I am saying it so late. Even if I choose someone, is that really all right?" he wondered. The next day, "Wow!" Corin Locke exclaimed as festive dishes were laid across the table. "This is the most delicious food I have eaten in my entire life," Ren shouted. "Eat as much as you want," another voice said. "This banquet is for us." "Come to think of it," Corin Locke said, "this is your first time at the royal palace, right, Ren?" Ren responded only by devouring every piece of meat she could reach. "Huh?" Mariette Donalef said. "Is it not your first time too, Corin?" That is right," Corin Locke replied, clearing his throat. "This is our first time coming here in this regression," he thought. He looked around in silence before speaking again. "It has been a while since I have seen anything like this. Those people are the ones who distinguish themselves at the Mage Tower, right?" he asked. Drink up, Dron shouted as he poured a glass of apple juice for Yuel. "To think Merkaba Academy produced students of such high caliber," Corin Locke murmured. "You are Lady Alicia, are you not?" a boy asked eagerly. "Could you give me your autograph?" Alicia Arden froze mid-bite, a slice of quadruple chocolate cake still in her hand. "Me?" she stammered. "Please sign here for me too." Another voice called. I do not really have an autograph signature," Alicia said helplessly. Corin Locke smiled faintly to himself. "Even though we should be doing nothing but training." 1022. "We went through so much at the Mage Tower. At the very least we deserve to rest easy today." Ren and Hwoarang continued feasting with obvious delight. Of course, Corin Locke thought, I still have work to do. Ron spoke quietly with a red-haired lady nearby. Suddenly, a clear announcement echoed through the hall. "The king and queen are entering." The grand doors slowly opened, the king's red cape flowing with elegance as he stepped forward. "Everyone listen well," the king declared. "Today is a celebration to commemorate my beloved daughter, the saintess, chosen by the gods themselves, being rescued from the hands of wicked mages." Miriam Elizabeth Elrath and Estelle Hadasha Elrath entered the hall, and there are guardians who devoted themselves to this cause. The king continued, "Hero, raise your head. I have heard of your outstanding achievements, great knight. As long as you desire it, I will grant you anything," Corin Locke thought calmly, just as in the story. At this point, the player can receive treasures, elixirs, land, or even a title. "What I desire is only one thing," Corin Locke said aloud. "Not money. Not items, not power. What I want is a pardon," he said. The king's eyes widened. Miriam and Estelle froze in shock. Sweat beaded on the faces of those nearby. "I request a pardon," Corin Locke continued. "One that can be used once, capable of pardoning any crime whatsoever." "The banquet will end here," the king said heavily. "Let us move elsewhere." Corin Locke clenched his fists. In my previous regression, he thought, my greatest regrets were trusting Park Si-hoo like a fool, failing to notice the people around me dying, failing to protect my master, and failing to stop that incident. If events proceed according to the scenario, a storm of blood will soon sweep through this place. But this time will be different, and for that what I absolutely need is a pardon, the king repeated. "It is only once, yet you ask for the power to pardon any crime whatsoever. Depending on interpretation, it sounds as though you intend to commit one. Now that you have an audience with me in private, speak. What is your plan?" "I cannot say," Corin Locke replied. "Very well," the king said after a long pause. Then I will grant you a pardon, covering all crimes except treason and the murder of royalty. Will that satisfy you? Cornlock said quietly. Forgive me, but I want a pardon that can pardon all crimes. He lowered himself completely, bowing until his forehead touched the floor. The king gripped the armrest of his throne, his fingers digging in as he spoke. You do understand what you are saying right now, do you not? How arrogant, the king continued coldly. You are declaring that you will commit treason in the future, directly to my face. Cornlock thought to himself, is this not going to work? Whether you are the hero who saved my daughter, or the executioner who punished the mage tower, it does not matter, the king said. If the tip of your sword is ever turned toward the royal family, then there is only one thing I must do. Guards, seize this man at once. Father, you cannot kill the hero yourself. The sudden voice froze the room. The king turned sharply. Estelle? Estelle Hadasha El Wrath stepped forward and said firmly, Cornlock subjugated the mage tower and saved me. I know, the king replied curtly. And also, Estelle hesitated, then continued, I have spent several nights together with him. Sweat instantly broke out across Cornlock's face. That is not exactly wrong, he thought. The king erupted in fury, a blazing aura flaring around him. Spent nights together? She should say something that actually helps, Cornlock screamed inwardly. I trust Cornlock more than I trust you, father, Estelle said. The king stared at her in shock and confusion. What are you, more than anything in the world, Estelle finished. The king froze completely. This is, he began, but no words followed. Estelle knelt before him and said calmly, This is not advice from Princess Estelle. It is advice from the saintess. The king swallowed. Are you thinking about your position as a saintess before you speak? Of course, Estelle replied. Cornlock's hand trembled as he thought. To say she trusts me more than anything in the world is blasphemous. And she is trembling. I see. The timing is early, but Estelle has uncovered the order's secret and needs my help. Either way, with her support, there might be a chance. What an interesting spectacle. A slow clap echoed through the chamber. Miriam Elizabeth El Wrath entered, smiling faintly as she applauded. Sir Corin is always entertaining, she said. To think, you would ask for a pardon, Miriam, Cornlock thought grimly. This is the worst possible timing. She is the saintess of the Catholic Church. I destroyed the mage tower, their ally. There is no way she would be pleased, and she sees Estelle as a thorn in her side. Of course she would interfere. This is really bad. Give him that pardon, Estelle said suddenly. Cornlock stiffened, drenched in sweat and confusion. I will not kneel, Miriam replied lightly. Looking down at Estelle, she smiled. The view is not bad. And as you know, she continued, it will not be easy. Mir, the king muttered. Estelle stood and exhaled softly. Who? The order and my 2 daughters, the king said bitterly. Saintesses of this kingdom. To think my own children would side with a traitor. Raising children truly is useless. He sank back into his throne. Cornlock, the king said at last, as you wish, I will bestow upon you a one-time pardon that can pardon all crimes. Thank you, your majesty, Cornlock said immediately. I succeeded, he thought, but something feels wrong. It was the same when we fought the mage tower. The mage tower went to hunt those wolves, Miriam said casually. This time too, Cornlock frowned inwardly. Why, he muttered, why is Miriam helping me? Elsewhere, inside Miriam Elizabeth El Wrath's chamber. Uhu, my hypocritical father, she said softly. He must be worried about how far my anger and hatred will spread. She glanced toward her guest. By the way, I am disappointed. Barging into a lady's room without permission. You lack manners as a gentleman. I hope you understand, Tates Baltazar replied calmly. I dislike noisy affairs. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.